Okay guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime you are watching this video. I've decided I'm going to be dropping some Alight motion tutorials for the sake of those that are chatting me up privately on how to do some editing on Alight motion. So I've decided I'll be dropping at least one video every day or every 2 days so that we get ourselves acquainted with how to use Alight motion. The video is in the videography course, but I'm sure most of us don't watch it because we say we don't have time. So let's quickly do one. So let's open up Alight motion. All right, so today we're going to be considering how, oh sorry, my data is off. All right, so let's quickly open up Alight motion. Let's arm it and then add. So we're going to be using the 1916. You can use any aspect ratio you want, okay? But I'm going to be using this one. This is why I don't want to on this data. Okay, so let's go create a project. All right, so what we want to do is we want to create a mask. This technique I'm about to show you, you can use it in different diverse kinds of ways, all right? But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using it as a mask. I'll also show you in other ways you can use it, maybe 1 or 2 ways you can use it, but for this one, we're going to be using it as a mask, all right? So the first thing you want to do is create this and then you can use any shape. This technique, you can use any shape for it, okay? So, but I'm going to be using a circle. Now, when you want to move and transform this shape, you come here. This is where the whole work is, all right? So this is where you move, this is where you rotate, this is where you transform. You can increase the size, you can decrease the size here, and then this is where you skew. You can bend it to the right or bend it to the left as you wish, all right? So we're going to put this in the middle, like that. Okay, so let's just leave it like that. And then what we want to do, the effect we want to add to this guy, the movement we want to add to this guy is here, the transform. All right. So what I always tell people is always try to start from where you want it to end. Always start from the end. All right. So I want it to be as big as this after it is done, after our animation is done. I want it to be as big as this. So it covers that up part. All right, so this is how I want it to be after the animation is done. So I'll start from here. So now that I have this, the next thing you want to do is, you see, this is the most important button in Alight motion when it comes to animation. All right, because it is called the keyframe. This is where you add. So you see, at this point, this is where I want it to be. At this point, this is where I want it to be. All right, so now that at 1 second, I want my circle to be as this big, I'll add this keyframe and say, be big like this in 1 second. You get it now? So add a keyframe. So we've added a keyframe. You see, we have the keyframe here. If you move it, you see the keyframe. You see, that's what is called a keyframe now. All right, so, yes. Add the keyframe there. And then you come to, add the keyframe, and then you can come to the first frame, and then you reduce it like that. So if you give it a play, you have something like that, you see? So that is what we want to do. These people are disturbing me actually. Let me off my data, okay? So, all right, so give it a play. Guys, you see, that's what we have. Now, you can make it more fun because you see it just open whoop, like that. But that's not how I want it to open. I want it to open with some kind of attitude. I want to give you some kind of movement, all right? So you come to this, and then you come to, you see, once your playhead is in between the two keyframes that you created, you come to your motion graph, and then let me undo overshoot, all right? And then I'll come here. So I want it to have this, yes. So now when you give it a play, you see it have some attitude to it now. Whoop, you see now? So you see it's not that basic movement anymore. Now it has that Yeah, so that's what I want to do. So now that you have created this, I'm sure everyone can create this now. Now that you've created this, the next thing you want to do is we want to add a picture. So this shape now will open the picture up. So it looks like the picture opened up in form of that shape. That is what is called a mask. All right, so we're going to be using our sister celebrating her birthday today. For the sake of this tutorial, hope she doesn't mind. Okay, so I don't know which one should we use. I think let's use this guy. Yes, let's use this one. This one looks beautiful. All right, so she's beautiful actually. So that's by the way. All right, so we have that. So I'll just open this up a little bit. Yes, like that, and then I'll bring it down. Nice. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I want it to be at this point. Yeah. It's going to be the same. Yeah. Let it start from the same place. Yes, like that. So at 1 second, yes, at this point, I want it to be like this. All right. So I'll come to here, transform, and then I'll give it this. Good. So this is what I want it to look like. This is where I want it to be. This is how big I want it to be at 1 second. So I'll go to the first frame, and then I'll add a keyframe. I don't even need to add a keyframe. Once I make a movement, a keyframe will be added. Watch. You see, a keyframe is added automatically, right? All right, so I'm going to scale this up. Yeah, something like that. I just want it to have some basic animation, and then I'll just give it this one. Right, so like that. You see, that's what I want. So if you give it a play now, you see, you have something like that. Beautiful. So now, how we make a mask is by bringing her picture, bring it down. You just click and hold and drag it down so that the shape is at the top. All right, so you see now the shape is at the top. All right, so what you need to do now is you have to come to this place, click and hold. You see, that layer is selected, and then click on this layer. That layer has been selected too. So now we want to tell the system, that I want her picture to be behind the circle so that all I see is something that is inside the circle. All I want to see is something inside the circle, all right? So this is what gives us that option. This one tells the system, show only what is inside the circle. This one tells the system, show only what is outside the circle. All right, so if we click this now, we are going to mask. And then you see, now we have everything inside the circle. So when you play it now, you have that. Can you see how simple this is, guys? All right, so this is how you create a mask in Alight Motion. You can use this skill for a lot of things, all right? You can use it for a lot of things, all right? So the next thing you want to do now is wish her a happy birthday by writing happy birthday here, all right? So that is very simple. You come here, you click on your text, and then you type happy birthday, okay? So I'm not going to do that because I don't want the video to be too long. So this is how you create a mask, guys. This is how you animate your circle or your shape, any shape at all. You can use any shape. It doesn't have to be a circle. You can use any shape to do this, all right? It's very simple. I want you all to try it. Go and try it and show me what you have created, all right? Try it and show me what you have created. Everybody do it today. Please do it today. Do it today and show me. It's very simple. Do it and show me what you have created. Thank you very much, guys. I'll drop the next one tomorrow. Bye-bye.